Why does he need two swords? Does he tend to lose them?
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook! Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
fine mess you have here. Dwarves stealing bricks.
So. So.
Could perform his patriotic duties more
So how's
vigorously.
it going, dear?
Promise me you'll get those whoresons, Witcher.
Wait till he drops his fucking guard! Punch his lights out!
So how's
It's
it
true.
going, dear?
Fontest is
Everything all
dead.
right at the household?
So.
Praise the gods.
Why does he need two swords? Does he tend to lose them?
Are you a witcher?
I am.
You've got to do something about that filthy business. The crook selling the poison is going unpunished.
I think he's just selling incense.
Incense is only a cover. People get addicted to it, lose their senses. It's like Fistech. You must shut down that shop. Close the shop and the citizens of Flotsam will reward you handsomely.
I'll talk to the trader.
Welcome to my modest.
What do you
All kinds for medit.
They say one of your scents is a strong drug.
A drug here? Never heard such nonsense.
A lady told me it works just like Fistech.
Perhaps everything works like Fistech on that lady.
Why is this incense so popular all of a sudden? Don't tell me it's the scent.
But it is. It took me a long time to devise it, and the ingredients cost me a fortune. That's why it's so good.
Loredo and I will see you tomorrow.
All right then. I'll close the shop. But don't tell anyone. I beg you.
I see you've done it! Thank you on behalf of all Flotsam. Here's your reward.
A fine mess you have here.
So how's it go? And how do you
Loredo
find
catch
it?
Yorvith. The sky will sooner rain
Marrying
anchovies.
a dervish?
Don't badmouth the Commandant. He's a decent man and a patriot.
I don't deny that, but he could perform his patriotic duty.
Greetings.
Punch his lights out! Punch his lights out!
So how's it going, dear? Everything all right at the household?
Sure.
Hey?
You're young and now. You'll return to Flotsam in tears not a year from now.
It's true. Foltest is dead.
Something's brewing. Something's brewing. Something's brewing.
What?
Something's brewing.
I wouldn't mind a shot. Celebrating something?
A great victory.
Interesting.
We did away with Veopatis, or whatever the hell they call him.
13 hacked off his head and nailed it to his arse.
You behaved like swine.
What? We're not allowed a bit of fun? It was only a wooden puppet.
Come on, let's play our game.
Right, toothpicks.
Knife throwing. Care to try me?
Gladly.
Vess against the Witcher. Place your bets, gentlemen. 10 to 1 on Vess. Witcher, or on the wall. Vess wins.
There they are! Those are the shitheads who desecrated Veopatis' statue!
Pitchforks! What will you say, Bumpkin?
What's going on?
Nothing. We had a little competition.
They threw knives at a statue of Veopatis! It's blasphemy! Our gods desecrated by soldiers!
They're no ordinary soldiers, but blue stripes. Know what that means?
Blue or green, it's all the same to me. They're whoresons, all of them!
What did you say?
I just...
You said what you thought. Good, that's the way.
Beer for this brave man, and drink to my health. Here's to the whore's son, Vernon Roach.
Vernon.
You've got shitty glassware in Flotsam. Not fit for a hero, but I've got an idea. Drink the whoreson's beer from the floor.
Geralt, do something.
This is nothing I want to get involved in. I'm out of here.
Geralt, wait! You're too hard on Roach.
I don't like sadists.
Vernon was a half-orphan.
What does that have to do with it?
He was raised in poverty. His mother turned to whoring to keep them from starving. The other children called him a whore's son. Hasn't been able to handle that insult since. Come on, let's have a drink.
All right.
Remember when we had to wait in the cave for reinforcements?
How could I forget? We ate Pete, we were so starved.
Well, those were the days.
Here's to Pete, tart and nutritious.
What do you say to a little competition? A keg of beer to whoever beats Geralt at arm wrestling.
And if Geralt wins?
I'll give you my sword. A true antique. But it sacks off many a head. You don't make them like this anymore.
All right.
Me throat's a little dry. Pour us a drink, someone. Remember when I bet a lieutenant I could plough 4 elven halls at once?
He said we'd sooner cross the sea on the arses of 4 whores strapped together to make a raft.
I'd have managed it.
Sure. If only there were that many elf women at the brothel. Let's begin. We'll see if 13 can beat the Witcher. "13 proves too weak for the Witcher. Keep practicing there, mate."
Plough off, the lot of you. Somebody pour me a drink. Remember when I rode my horse into a tree?
Can't say I do.
Have a shot. It'll refresh your memory.
Gentlemen, now it's Fen against the Witcher. Geralt, the prize is yours.
May it serve you well.
Gentlemen, to our health. Just like after the Battle of Garge.
Aye, that was a right piss-up. We puked all over the battlefield.
To paradise on whores' arses.
Got drunk as newts, you did. Never seen anything like it in my life.
Anything like what?
Such a sight.
Meaning?
Better you don't remember.
But I want to know.
I tell you for a few or ends.
Listen, I'm a witcher, and I'm massively hungover right now. So speak or regret it.
All right, then. Talk to the madame. She knows the details.
Boss, so what about that bonus? Is the work...
It's true,
Not yet. Get to work, you sloth!
I think...
Not bad.
Punches lights out!
Ever heard of doing it Witcher and Strigged style?
No, tell me.
He downed the flat, tried to get it on, falls flat to...
Greetings.
What can I get you, fine lad?
They say you know what happened here yesterday.
I do, but you'd be better off not asking, darling.
Talk.
Nothing's for free, especially in a brothel.
All right, talk.
5 of you came in, or crawled in, I should say.
I was crawling.
Indeed. One of the blue ones ordered 5 girls. I gave you the best because you showed me good coin.
What happened next?
This is the interesting bit, because instead of ploughing them like the normal soldiery, you mounted them and told them to give you a ride to the port.
Can't be.
Ask the lass in the uniform then.
Vess was here too?
Sure was. She tried to stop you, but you were too much for her.
Greetings.
What can I get you?
What do you think of the Commandant?
Mr. Loredo is a great man. A great man. He looks after us, helping, like. Taxes are just as they should be. We're all pleased he governs the trading post and we're all perfectly happy here.
Excellent. You're a model citizen. I'll be sure to inform the Commandant.
Bah! Do I need publicity? I'm a humble woman. I know what's good for me. Loredo's our leader here and everything's all right.
Remind me, which one was this Volteth they killed?
Wasn't he the one who always wanted us to call him Daddy?
No, I've seen that one today.
So long, Roach. I talked to the madam. Is what she says true?
I tried to talk you out of it, but you insisted you'd cross the river on the whore's arses. You tried for several hours, but it just wasn't going to be.
What happened next?
You said you wanted to be one of the blue stripes and had to get yourself a tattoo.
What tattoo?
One like ours. And you got it.
Shit. Where are my things?
You left them all over the place. I gathered them in that trunk by the window.
Thanks, Vess.
throats parched from all this running about. We need booze for the evening. How are you?
Morning. Trouble.
Damn it.
How did you end up in the Blue Stripes?
Why do you ask?
You don't end up in a unit fighting non-humans by accident. You must have an interesting story to tell.
Why should I tell it to you, of all people?
You know what you want, and I like that.
You're quick to pounce, Witcher. Except you've got the wrong girl.
You think so?
All right. Roach has decided you're sailing with us. Fine. But it wouldn't be the best time even if I fancied you, which I don't. I need your sword, not your dick. Anyway, as far as I know, you're hardly indifferent to Tris Merigold.
Does that bother you?
I don't care. But I'm not about to mess with a sorceress.
Do I have this right? Your father was called up, but he was old, so you stole his armor and took his place?
I wish I had. But I never knew my father. I'm a soldier because I do it well.
Ever dreamed of a different life?
Finch, our marksman, once tried farming, but he just didn't have the hands for it.
Bet he'd get me right between the eyes from 80 paces off.
100. I've tried cooking, darning, smiling like a doll, serving beer in a tavern. None of my thing.
Do I have this right?
I wish I had.
Nice area, isn't it?
I prefer these little towns, forgotten by gods and people alike, to palaces and castles. It's survival of the fittest here. At least you know what to expect. So yes, I like it here.
Is your hatred towards the Scoia'tael some sort of revenge?
You don't know me, Geralt. Human or non-human, it makes no difference to me. We were chosen to fight the Scoia'tael, and that's the mission we pursue. To me, the Scoia'tael are but bandits hiding out in the woods. If there were humans among them, I'd kill them in a flash just the same.
The man we're looking for is much more dangerous than any Scoia'tael.
Must be, if he managed to outwit Geralt of Rivia.
It wasn't the first time someone tried to kill Foltest. I killed an assassin before. That means there could be more assassins out there.
If anyone screws up, it won't be me, I assure you.
Do I have this right?
I wish...
Flotsam's got a garrison. We don't need a witcher.
No, thank you, not a good boy. They're a rabble on tonight.
Pinch my ass and don't even leave a tip.
Moral downfall and body.
Boss, so what about that bonus? Get to work, you sloths!
Want to play soldiers and squirrels?
Loredo wanted to see me.
Commandant's busy. Come back after dusk. What?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
Leave your weapon here.
Guard it with care. It's very valuable.
Wait, Wolf. I need to talk to the Commandant too.
You going inside or not?
Listen, friend. I'm an officer and you're a runt. And when I say jump, you will not only...
Come on, Roach.
With these cunts, Loredo couldn't protect the port from a drunk lumberjack, let alone Yorveth.
He's succeeded so far, Roach.
The port is rotting away and this prick throws fire. A ballista! The bastard's got a ballista. You know the power of this weapon. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away.
Yeah, an experienced crew can release 2 bolts each minute, but it can't hit the same spot twice because it recoils and shifts. I've heard that somewhere before.
Where did you learn about ballistae?
I knew someone who knew a bit about them.
Unimportant. We need to damage it if we don't want to be at Loredo's mercy. They're all drunk here now. I'll provoke the guard.
Relax, Roach. I don't want to fight this rabble again.
As long as that weapon's operational, no one will sail this section of the Pontar without Loredo's express permission.
I'll handle this. Go have a drink.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Sniffing around like
Add
dogs
flour
in a
into the
rubbish
mix and
dump.
it
doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the Commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orens.
Sniffing around like dogs in a rubbish dump.
That one struts about as if it haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
You know this one. A little help for skipping down the path.
What do you need, Ugly?
Ugly.
Well, you ain't exactly handsome.
But?
I wouldn't worry. Women prefer ugly men to groomed dandies. And you're ugly something mighty. Care for a romp?
Can't just now, but I'll find you later in town. What's your name?
Margarita.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Greetings.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
You know this one. A little help for skipping down the path.
I wanted to surprise my friend, the sad-looking guy by the ballista.
Some idiot wanted me to read him poems recently. Extravagance, as I say it. I didn't like it.
I was thinking of something a little more traditional.
What would you have me do?
Just go with your specialty.
All right, it'll be my standard rate.
Draw him away from the ballista while you're at it.
Slap me hard and call me stupid. Trying to put one by me? That'll cost you more.
How's that?
Surcharge on special requests. Those are the rules.
Let me think it over. A favor for a favor?
There is one thing you could do for me.
And that is?
Myron and Alphonse, 2 of Loredo's thugs. Give him a good thrashing, and I'll even blow
I stirred up enough trouble as it is during the execution.
No need to stir trouble. Just humiliate them some ways.
Consider it done. Myron and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Not just yet.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Sniffing around like dogs in a rubbish dump.
Did you... What you want, old man?
I was looking to test my strength. Arm wrestling.
What do I stand to gain?
Nothing, because I'll thrash you.
And if I win?
You'll have beat a witcher, so I guess that gets you bragging rights.
Are you that Geralt fella? The Grey Wolf? All right. Let's begin.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the Commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it.
Damn the dogs! The old man got me! I need to eat. Build up a bit. Did you hear? 2 big shots arrived. Wonder what they want. I don't like freaks.
And I don't like oafish no-necks.
What do you want, mutant?
To try my luck. Arm wrestling.
I'm gonna crush you, mutant.
Save the boasting till later. Let's do this.
That's true.
You know this one. A little elf was skipping down the path. Plough 'em all. Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse. Plough 'em all. Oh, you arse fuck, dirty rotten scum. Plough 'em all. Do that again, and I'll fuck your mum. Plough them all.
I hate mutants like you.
I know.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Myron and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Course.
All right. I'm off to give the boys some diversion.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
You know this one. A little elf was skipping down the path. Plough 'em all. Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse. Plough 'em all.
Care for a little
oh, you arse fuck,
diversion,
dirty
brave
rotten
one?
scum.
I'm on duty.
Plough 'em all.
Oh, come
Do
on.
that again.
Your
and I'll fuck
comrades
your
are well
mum.
at it, having their fun. Why should you be any worse?
You've had your
You're
song.
right. Let's
Care
go.
for some real diversion?
That one struts about as if he was... Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
You know this one. A little elf was skipping down the path. Plough 'em all. Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse. Plough 'em all. Oh, you arse fuck, dirty rotten That one scum. struts about as if he
Plough 'em
was...
all. You could conquer
Do
all
that again, and I'll fuck your mum. Plough them.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Loredo's busy with that witch Sheila. Come back later.
Geralt, let's wait downstairs in the yard.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
You know this one. A little elf was skipping down the path. Kicked him in the arse. Plough 'em all. Oh, you arse fuck, dirty rotten scum.
Yes?
Do we wait until the honorable lady is done with the venerable hick?
Waste of time. Looks like a good number of Flotsam's town watchmen are here. We should look around. Did you see that arbalist behind the house? I'll get his attention. Give him something to think about. Why don't you find out what they're guarding so closely?
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Soldier, report to me immediately!
What do you want?
Shut it, soldier!
In Flotsam, we cut the hands off thieves.
I was looking for the Privet.
You're lucky the Commandant wants to see you. Come on!
Commandant, sir. We caught the Witcher sneaking around the garden.
Bring him in and leave.
Yes, sir.
We were just discussing a certain matter. You here on business too?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
In that case, I shall leave you to it.
Finally!
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria. You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law round here, and the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
I'm looking for the man responsible for Foltest's death.
Here?
I know the Scoia'tael had a hand in it too. It's their trail I followed to Flotsam.
Lucky you found Bernard Loredo then. If you're telling the truth, Yorveth's got raw blood on his hands. I can help you find it.
What about Vernon Roach? Why didn't you let him in?
Roach? Know the aura that surrounds him? Men like him act first and think later. And when they act, almost inevitably innocent blood flows. I heard you killed the Kairan. Flotsam is grateful. Let's say that squares the crimes of your friends. They're free to go. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course. Terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
My enemy's enemy is my friend. We barely escaped with our lives the last time we ran into Yorveth.
Damn squirrels draw ever nearer.
What about the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters? They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure, they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do.
I'm surprised they haven't turned on you already.
How so?
The town guards treat non-humans like shit. Frankly, I don't know what keeps them here.
I'll tell you what, Geralt. The hunger they'd face in the forest. But I grant you, those acts of, insubordination need to be stopped. Soldiers are simple men. When you see your mate die, a Scoia'tael arrow in his throat, it's hard to look favourably at the elf who sells your wife coloured kerchiefs. You're a Witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
I see where this is going.
Yorveth's no better than a monster that attacks those who go out to gather kindling. Matter of fact, he's worse. He's smarter and crueler.
How do we get him?
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I have an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
What's on the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists. On their way to the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as...
Their infamous leader joins them. The cherry on the cake, and Bernard Loredo's crown trophy.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves, and dwarfs will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
I'll talk to Zoltan.
I trust you'll make the right decision. Farewell. Any news for me, Witcher?
killed the Karen. Sheila and I dragged it out of the water, toppled a piece of the bridge to weigh it down, and blew it up.
I heard.
So, Dandelion and Zoltan are free.
As we agreed.
I guess you're finding it hard to get rid of Yorvith.
He's stubborn, it's true. But he's met his match. And I'm not about to leave Flotsam to the same fate as the other towns and villages the Scoia'tael have burnt to the ground. The citizens of Flotsam owe the elves nothing. They built their homes and workshops with their own hands in the wilderness, not on the ruins of an elven town. If need be, we'll remind the Longears where they belong.
You've got a heap of soldiers for such a small trading post.
Bandits swarm to trading routes like flies to shit. Only troops can guarantee some order here. We're the last Temerian outpost in this area, and we'll not give in to a bunch of elves.
Entry only on the Commandant's express orders. Off you go. No passage.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
You know this one. Plough 'em all.
Did you?
Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse.
Did you hear? Too big.
Huh? You arse fuck, dirty rotten scum.
I don't like
Plough 'em all. Do that again, and I'll fuck your mum. Plough them all.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Don't you traipse around here.
That one.
Got strength enough for another round?
Always.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the Commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story.
I hate mutants like you.
I know.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 or...
What you want, old man?
I was looking for a rematch. Let's do this.
Damn the dogs! The old man got me. I need to eat. Build up a bit. They say witches have no need to plough. Did you know that? Don't you traipse.
Turned me away at the door, the bastard. We'll meet later. Don't forget your weapons on the way out.
Well, well. How's the Commandant as a host?
It's people like him who might help us.
Or put us in shackles and throw us into the river.
He told me they're keeping Scoia'tael prisoners on a barge in the port.
Did he mention if Kieran ep Esnalen, Yorvith's right-hand elf, is among them?
No.
He may know something about the Kingslayer.
Let's pay him a visit.
I tell him I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch and your life.
What did he say?
What do you want?
To speak with the wounded prisoner.
No one's allowed.
I'm here on Commandant Loredo's orders.
I heard he cut a deal with you, but...
So get out of my way.
He won't tell you much. He's dying.
Shut your traps. Stop bloody Be vigilant.
They beat him bad. He's got at least a dozen fractures. I'll need your help.
What do I do?
The spell I'm going to use is painful. It could kill him if he thrashes around.
I'll use the Axis sign to calm him.
Perfect.
It's no use.
You wish, Horson. I'm no traitor.
He's raving.
That gun? Where am I?
In Flotsam, on the prison barge.
The convict's barge? I'm done for.
How did Loredo's goons catch Yorvith's right-hand elf?
I was betrayed. How else?
You'd be dying in pain if it wasn't for us.
If it wasn't for the Dwan, I wouldn't be here.
There's a Witcher in Yorvith's unit.
Like every Dwan, he turned out to be a bastard.
What happened?
He betrayed us. He said he had an offer for me. So we met, where roses of remembrance grow. I should have known.
Roses of remembrance?
Yes, some of the last in the world. He thought that I'd betray my elven brother in order to control the unit. I refused, and there was a fight. I've never seen anything like it. No human can move that fast. It was a massacre. I was the first to be hit, thus I survived. I would have bled to death had Loredo's men not found me. Letho will kill Yorvith, and all will be lost. So many dead, so much suffering, all for naught.
Letho. He's the Kingslayer?
Yes.
Why does the Dwan want Yorvith dead?
He used us from the start. Our hatred. But he no longer needs Yorvith. Sees him as a thorn in his side. Though I don't know what Letho wants.
What does Yorvith want? Why Flotsam?
Go plough yourself.
You have to tell me. I'm on your side.
If you say so. Flotsam is only the beginning. We're no bandits, we fight for freedom. In due time, Yorvith will answer the call, and we'll emerge from the woods, joining the battle.
What battle?
He wasn't specific.
In that case, I'll ask Yorvith himself.
I'd like to see that.
We got what we came for.
What now?
Yorvith.
What if Yorvith already knows?
I've got an old saying all ready for him. My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Warn him, Gwynplaine. Yorvith fights, for that is what he does best. He's Enshe, a real one, a free one. Among the last. Fighting makes sense. Now more than ever before. There is still hope.
What are you talking about, Kieran? Hope for what?
for change, for a better tomorrow, I'll not see it. They'll torment me to death on this barge, and I'll go gladly where the apple trees bloom. But you must warn Yorveth.
Yennefer told me that Ciri has departed for good. She inhabits another world and is happy there. Before she left this one, she gave us the Isle of Avalok, our island. We stopped counting time. People believe that the wraiths of the Wild Hunt are immortal. They race across the heavens, gripping in their bony hands swords, their lightning bolts. They take away mortals, ever expanding their cavalcade of spectral riders. They burned the orchard and the house. In their armored boots, they trampled our island. And they made off with Yennefer. I had to get her back. Return to reality. Return to the Witcher's path.
Geralt, are you all right?
I've been to the Isle of Avalok, among the apple trees and the mists. After the massacre in Rivia, Ciri took me there, and Yennefer. The Wraith Riders kidnapped Yen, and I pursued them.
But...
Triss, this is important. I feel like everything's coming together. When the Witchers found me barely alive a half-year ago near Kaer Morhen, I was fleeing the Wraiths of the Hunt. They continued to pursue me, in the outskirts, then in Vizima when I killed the Grand Master. Now I know it was no coincidence.
Kieran mentioned roses of remembrance growing somewhere near here. Cedric claims likewise. If that's true...
Right now I should be searching the forest for Yorveth, not looking for flowers.
I could restore your memory.
You sure?
Everything seems to indicate that. Whatever's blocking your memory is clearly weakening. I think I could break that barrier with just one petal from a rose of remembrance. Those flowers are truly powerful.
In that case, Yorveth can wait.
Want me to go with you?
I'd love your company.
All right then. Let's go. Cedric mentioned there are some old elven buildings near the cascade in the forest. We should start there.
Lead the way.
Shut your traps! Stop bloody moaning down there.
Look, Coffer's dozed off.
Wakey, wakey, Coffer. You'll fall asleep forever any day now. Look, Birdie's all wet. Hey, Birdie! You get wet just looking at me.
Get ready, Birdie. We'll be down to see you right after our watch.